Welcome to India Live TV Primetime News. I am Venki Sadagopan. Launch of JITO, Jain International Trade Organizations, USA Professional and Industry Wings.
My name is Rajiv Pandya. I am the chairperson of JITO International New York. And Dr. Bani gave me too much credit. We actually have a great team, not only on the JITO USA board, but in JITO New York. And it's always a team effort that brings a successful event like this.
The Jain International Trade Organization, JITO USA, kicked off the launch of JITO USA Professional and Industry Wings, hosted by the JITO New York chapter at the Hilton Hotel in Long Island, New York. The launch of JITO USA Professional and Industry Wings event was attended by over 325 Jain professionals and business leaders from diverse industries and backgrounds from the New York tri-state area and across the USA. Mr. Rajiv Pandya, chairman of JITO USA New York chapter, and his team worked on the preparation to ensure the event was a success, driving the future economic focus of the Jain community in the USA. The event was attended by prominent members of the community, business leaders, many women professionals, young professionals, and college students in large numbers. The organization committee for the event included Mr. Rajiv Pandya of New York, Mr. Ashok Sanchetti of New Jersey, Mr. Sandeep Shah of New York, Mr. Jitendra Kothari of New Jersey, and Dr. Raj Bhayani from New York. JITO USA's vision is to unite all Jain professionals, industrialists, business leaders, entrepreneurs, and college students across the USA with a focus on economic empowerment and global networking for business and education. Their goal is to build a strong foundation for American Jains and leave a lasting legacy upon which their future leaders can thrive and succeed. First and second generation American Jains realize that JITO USA's mission will profoundly impact their children, grandchildren, and future generations of Jains in America. JITO represents nearly 100 JITO Pan-India global chapters, which has over 8,000 members and is expanding rapidly. The launch of JITO USA Professional and Industry Wings was organized at Hilton Hotel in Long Island, New York, with over 325 guests invited specially for this grand event. The program started with the Namokar mantra, followed by the opening remarks given by Mr. Sanjay Lodha, chairman of JITO International Wing. During his speech, Mr. Lodha covered the journey and achievements of JITO in India and abroad over the last 12 years, making it the largest Jain trade organization in the world. Mr. Rajiv Pandya, the chairperson of JITO USA, spoke after that. The event had over 16 distinguished speakers presenting various topics of interest to the attendees. Mr. Ashok Sanchetti gave introduction to JITO New York. Mr. Sanjay Lodha spoke about JITO International, catalyst for connecting global Jains. Dr. Sushil Jain spoke about JITO USA, empowering the future generation of Jains. Mr. Sandeep Shah and Mr. Prakash Mehta spoke about gems and the jewelry industry. Mr. Rupam Jain spoke about history of Jains in the gems and jewelry industry. Mr. Rishabh Kapashi spoke about how business can adapt to change. Following the speeches, Shri Sanjay Lodha has conducted the pledge drive, which resulted in 30 new patrons and 2 founding benefactors. The event concluded with a networking launch and closing remarks that were spoken by Mr. Rajiv Pandya, chairperson of JITO New York.
So big round of applause again for you all who are Now let me mention one guy, lot for the diamond industry. How many attended the basketball program yesterday from the diamond and jewelry community? Can you raise your hands? That was an incredible example of Jain community coming together and doing a wonderful sports program. I really enjoyed.
Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Rajiv Pandya to give you a welcome and introduction to JITO USA. So, Mr. Rajiv Pandya is the treasurer of JITO USA and chairperson of the JITO New York chapter.
Welcome to the launch of Jain International Trade Organization USA Professional and Industry Wings. In spite of the heavy New York traffic, distances, and your busy schedule, your decision to be here is a testament of your desire to learn about, participate, and support JITO USA. JITO India is only 12 years old, and the work they have done in India, and I've seen it in Ahmedabad, in Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, is simply unbelievable what they're doing with the Jain community there.
JITO is just 1 year old baby. It just start crawling, and soon it's going to stand up and walk, and after 5 years we will be running.
When I came here in 1981, there was nobody selling finished jewelry, independent jewelers directly. What I did with the inspiration of my brother Rahim, who is not here, he told me to start telemarketing, which was the innovation that year. Nobody used to sell jewelry by calling on the personal telephone. After 38 years of working in this trade and working with 500 trade shows and maybe millions of calls, I'm very pleased to say today the Indian community and lot of the Jain community is so very well received and organized in the industry, which is very well honorable and very well acceptable to all of us.
And I think finally talking a little bit about change, I'd like to share my own personal experience of being a Jain professional in the US. There's probably 3 thoughts I'd share. The first is, even though the world around you is changing, even though business is changing, the economy is changing, I would still encourage everybody to please be true to your Jain values. It's very easy with the world changing. It's very easy with the world changing to try and adapt to that change by, in your mind, letting go of Jain values. So I've been working in New York for about 9 years now, after I graduated from business school. And since then, for me it was very important. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't eat meat. I sometimes take clients to vegetarian restaurants. And many actually fellow Jains, I used to go for events like YJA and all those kinds of events. Many of them thought, how are you surviving without drinking or taking clients to meat-eating restaurants? And it's possible.
JITO, like Dr. Rajbani said, is the Jain International Trade Organization. And our basic goal is just like the Jewish community has done by empowering their people in terms of giving job opportunities, endowments, charitable foundations, etc., is to replicate that with the Jain community. There's about 150,000 Jains spread across the United States, and we're coming into the 2nd or 3rd generation. We all know now that we've settled here, our kids are not going back. India is going to be a tourist place that they're going to go visit as tourists. It's no longer going to be their main home. This is now their home, and our goal is that the future generation has an opportunity to economically prosper and give back to the community that they're in. And we're going to be able to do that by networking business people, professionals in all multiple different fields, that they can become mentors to young children of Jains, as well as help in terms of foundation, money for education, starting businesses, and many other different fields of endeavor.
Jai Janindra. I'm Deshna Jain. I also want to say that this may have been a dream come true for all the participants who have came here from a long journey through here. I am just happy to say that well done to all the participants and my dad. Thank you.
Hi, Jai Janindra. Myself is Rajendra Bafna. I'm connected with JITO. Recently, we had last year the opening chapter in New York, and we were there. And also we were in Madras, Chennai. There was a JITO big gathering for 4,000 to 5,000 people for 3 days. It is a very good for Jain community to get along and get connected with each and every sector of the industry.
My name is Akshay Pandya. I'm currently a student at Cornell. I'm in my 3rd year studying business. And so JITO is important to me because what it represents for myself and other college students. I think it's very important.
Can you tell us a little bit more about JITO USA and why you're a speaker here today?
Sure. So I was invited by 2 of the organizers of this event to come share my thoughts on business in a world of change. And I was delighted to be here because I think it's wonderful that the Jain community is getting together from a networking standpoint.
Mr. Prakash Mehraji or
Mehta.
Mehtaji.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And I think you were a speaker today, right? Earlier today?
I was one of the speakers. Yeah,
well,
correct.
it's a pleasure to see you again and speak to you in person. Can you tell us more about the JITO USA network and why you decided to be a speaker today?
Is, as I said in my speech, that I was impressed by what JITO wants to do for the community. It wants to bring the knowledge and issues of which could be of interest or helpful to the younger generation, to uplifting the younger generation from the community.
Raj Bhayani, can you tell us more about the JITO USA?
Sure. Jain International Trade Organization is a remarkable organization because it is a very innovative concept. We are coming together for networking and promoting growth, businesses and mentorship programs for Jaina people as well as non-Jaina people in USA.
My name is Naveen Shah. I am a CPA and a professional accountant and also actively participating as a Chief Executive Officer of Navika Group of Companies, which has currently been having ownership of over 75 full service and select service hotels. I was thrilled to learn about that JITO, which is the organization for network of professionals and businessmen, wanted to open up a wing in the hospitality sector. And we have given a great presentations. I think there are a lot of momentums that many of the people want to join.
And it's a wrap from the news desk. Thanks for watching India Live TV Primetime News. Let's go back to Namaskar USA.